Hey everyone, this is CholeraSC bringing you the third sample of Tossgirl's games, and I hope you guys are enjoying watching some of Tossgirl's games. I know I am. This time she's going to be playing a 2v2 here with the host of Live Battle. This is the first time I'm seeing the host Jongmi playing, and this time it's going to be on Hunters, of course. What else but Hunters? But yeah. Anyway, here we do see Tossgirl spawning in teal at the 11 o'clock at the 1 o'clock position, and her partner will be Jongmi, who is a Zerg player at the 12 o'clock location. So it's going to be a Taran and Zerg versus two players of unknown races. I actually don't think they were playing. I don't think she was playing against random players last games, but technically she was playing against unknown players. I think the players actually chose their races, but that wasn't revealed to them because they couldn't see the beginning screen. Just like in this game, they couldn't see the beginning of the game where the races were chosen. But in any case, they are going to be facing against two unknown players. Should be interesting to see what they're facing. They could be facing even two Zergs. That is a possibility. Would be certainly very interesting to watch, since I've been playing a good amount of somewhat imbalanced Zerg games with my friend Vilda from Sweden, and it has been very interesting. But anyway, here we still looking at Tossgirl. Still haven't seen what Jongmi is doing. I think pretty much the standard build here for Tossgirl will probably be going for Medic Marine. I think Tossgirl is going to have to assume that there's at least one Zerg out there, and generally on Hunters with Terrans, I've only seen Medic Marines because they're generally placed against Zerg and Protoss teams, and most of the action is early game. Of course, all those expectations could turn out to be wrong, because you could be playing something like a 2 Terran team or a 2 Protoss team, who knows, because these players have chosen, but they do not know what option they've chosen. Briefly, we saw Jongmi's base. I think Jongmi went for a 9 pool there. So Jongmi is going to be prepared for anything that comes along. Here's the first barracks here for Tossgirl. We'll see if Tossgirl decides to plant a second barracks. Here comes an Overlord for one of the two players. So we know one of the players is a Zerg, and he's going to have a spot on Tossgirl. Tossgirl probably knows this is coming from the 3 o'clock spawn location on Hunters, and the Overlord should retreat pretty soon now to avoid getting killed. But I'm going to assume that Tossgirl is probably going to go for a 2 barracks build now and build an academy and start off there. And yeah, we are seeing the second barracks go up. So we are going to be seeing a Medic Marine build here from Tossgirl, and she is going to be scouting the Zerg player, who I believe has gone for something like a 12 pool. This could be their first target of attack, because both of the pro players are pretty close to this player, and there's no sign of the 4th player just yet. And here we're seeing Tossgirl about to build her refinery and academy. So standard Medic Marine opening here from Tossgirl. Note her APM, very high, of course, as all the programmers are required to have. Probably around 250 to 300 is what I've been reading her APM is about. And yeah, we are seeing another Taran here, so this is interesting. We've been seeing Medic Marine in Zerg Taran versus Zerg Protoss teams, but now that we're seeing a third barracks go up for Tossgirl. So Tossgirl is going for pretty much all-in Marines here, not even Medic Marines. She's going to be going for a big rush here. And meanwhile, though, the Zerglings of Jongmi have already gotten into the Zerg base here, Red Zerg base, and Red having gone for, I think, a 12 pool is going to be in big trouble here, because he's trying to get up a sunken colony. But meanwhile, Jongmi is doing a very good job, I think, of harassing these drones. And I think here we're going to see Jongmi's first-person view. There we go. We're shooting at Jongmi's first-person view. She's going to try to take down the sunken colony. The sunken colony is going to go down. This is terrible for the Red Zerg player. Red Zerg player has a couple more Zerglings out now, and I think he's gonna be able. No, he's not gonna be able to hold his base. What am I saying? Pretty much, he's pretty much screwed at this point. The Red Zerg player is, because there's more Zerglings screaming over. Notice Jongmi's control is not exactly great. I wouldn't say she's doing a great job of sending her reinforcing Zerglings in. She should have probably more Zerglings in there by now. There we go. Here's more Zerglings coming in. But she actually is, wow, I think she went for something like almost, I think it was a 9 pool actually, but it looked almost faster than a 9 pool given the number of, the few drones she had in her base. Anyway, here comes Tossgirl with the first Marines, and the academy now finally building. No idea where White is. White really should be Johnny on the spot here. Should really have some Medic Marines out by now and helping his ally, but it looks like White is just going to choose to chill and lose. Yeah, so I mean, at this point, it's a 2v1 pretty much. Tossgirl is going to actually retreat, I think, and probably just set up a little contain around White's base. And we're going to be seeing something quite rare. We're going to be seeing some Marine-on-Marine action. Oops, and Tossgirl is shooting Jongmi's Overlord, her own ally's Overlord, for some reason. Interesting. Why is she shooting the Overlord? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that, Tossgirl? I guess she's having a little bit of I don't know, some kind of anger attack at the girl for talking too much. She's like, if you keep talking to me, your Overlord's gonna go down, Jongmi. That's probably what she's thinking. Meanwhile, Jongmi's pretty much dictating the action so far. She's the one killing off Red, it seems. Red has managed to hold his base again, but that's going to be temporary. Once the first medics are out, I expect there's going to be a big Medic Marine on Medic Marine fight, and this is something we rarely see, Medic Marine on Medic Marine micro. We'll see if the other Taran player has chosen to adjust and maybe get some factory units, although that's highly unlikely, I think, at this point. Pretty much he has to go for the all-Medic Marine build, given his opening. Tossgirl putting up a 5th barracks. Wow. That's a lot of barracks off of one base, but I think this being Hunters is possible. Oh! Tossgirl got the first stim in. Of course, I should have said in Medic Marine versus Medic Marine combat, getting the first stim in is very important. Getting the stim in before your opponent does, and also keeping your medics close to your Marines is very important. I'm surprised that the opponent didn't have both in. Basically, what you want to do is stim up your Marines and charge into the enemy and have them be the ones who are forced to stim after they're already on attack. Here comes White with a counterattack, but this time he has got fewer in numbers. He's trying to bring a Firebat up, but that Firebat's going to get owned. And yeah, that's pretty much it for White, I think. I think Tossgirl probably can handle White by herself at this point. Really, White's play, very unimpressive. Unfortunately, we couldn't see a longer 2v2 here. But yeah, Tossgirl focusing down the Marines first. GG coming from the amateur team. So that was a very fast game. And since it was so short, stay tuned for the next game. I'll be giving you guys a bonus game, and the bonus game will be Tossgirl and Jongmi versus 3 amateurs. That's right, it's going to be a 2v3 game. And oh, oops, I'm sorry. I think Red GG'd. It looks like White still wants to continue fighting. So we're going to see this go on for a little bit longer, although we know how this is going to end. There's really no way for them to come back. And this is just, you know, this is just fun to watch, I guess. Oh, lots of Zerglings coming in, and I think the bunker doesn't even finally has some Marines in it. Tossgirl sending her reinforcements over. The bunker goes down, and the Medic Zergling combo is actually quite dangerous. You do not want to mess with that if you're, well, if you're anybody. And here's GG plus a ton of other crap like marriage proposals and whatnot coming from the White player. And of course the Korean girls just said no way, GG no re. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this 2v2. Oh, high five! Yay, double high five. And Tossgirl with Tossgirl is so cute, I have to say. She is just cute. Anyway, that is my opinion. And before I forget, this is Cholera's official 3rd puzzler. And after giving much thought, I decided to pose a very simple question here, and that is, how does a science vessel's irradiate work? This is something that's bothered me for a long time, because normally when we think about irradiation, it actually does not make the target of irradiation radioactive. It kills the target, it kills the germs inside the target, it sterilizes it, but it doesn't make it radioactive. So how come when a science vessel irradiates something, that target radiates, for a short distance at least, things around it? You know, it could be that it's an incredibly high amount of radiation, like that occurs inside of a nuclear explosion, in which case it would be surprising, though, for the unit to survive for as long as it does after radiation. I've also given thought to clouds of radioactive dust, or perhaps some sticky radioactive waste that's just chucked on top of the target. But do give me your answers, and extra credit to anyone who mentions alpha particles, beta particles, or gamma rays. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. This is Cholera, and do debate in this. Do send me your answers either in the comments to this video, or